Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Rock here and we're back on some Farming Simulator 22 on Western Wilds. Now we did a few things off camera. Before we talk about that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. Don't forget to leave comments down below. Alright, so we did end up purchasing this piece of land. We did end up cutting in our new canola field here. We do have to replant oats and sorghum, and this is the continuation of our grass field. As you can see, I went ahead and cut the grass. It wasn't quite ready, but I went ahead and cut it. Let's get this going here. I went ahead and cut it just so I could keep them together, and from now on we'll be cutting grass in June, September, December, and March. So we'll let a worker do this just to kind of show you around. We'll tab over to our other tractor here. All right, so let's. I'm just letting him get going there. I do believe I fertilized the fields, got them all ready. Yeah, all of it's ready. Now the lime for some reason didn't spread on this part of the field, but I'll take care of that off camera. So anyway, we do actually. I can take care of that now. Let's drop that off. Don't need it anymore. We'll lime that part of the grass field while he's planting over there. I think we have got fertilizer in here, so we'll have to empty it. Yeah. So we'll go empty it into our silo. And we'll fill it with lime. So let's go ahead and do that. If it will let us. I'm going to try to unload in unload, which is I. Alright, so it did put all the pallets there. We'll get those here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and fill it with lime. We'll use our trailer to get those. Or actually, you know what? We'll just cheat it. Let's do it this way. No, we'll get the trailer. Let's go ahead and fill this up with lime. Get that little bit of lime done because we're gonna have to dump the lime out anyway. So we may just do it this way. Start filling with lime. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Turn this back off. So we'll empty the lime out into the silo, or out, and then we'll pick up the fertilizer and put it back in here because we're going to need fertilizer before we need lime again. So let's just go ahead and get this limed real quick. It will take but a minute. But so we did get our one chicken house in. But so we're going to be planting today, and then we'll move on to next month, which will just basically be doing products because we don't have anything that's going to be harvested, I don't believe. Alright, let's redo this here. Turn it around. Alright. So we do have a bigger grass field now. Also cutting all the grass off those where I made those two fields. We did get quite a bit of grass. So we'll show you here. In our silage fermenter, we have, it was about 337, 38,000 there, and then our hay dryer over here, we've got just over 100,000. So let's go ahead and cut this on. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and get this limed. I thought it would have been limed already, but because I did have a worker liming down here, but apparently he didn't do this part of the field. That extra bit of lime won't hurt the grass because we don't have any of that cut on. But we'll get this done. Actually, we'll let him do that. So in our productions, everything's going pretty well. We will need, to add more, products in over time. Here, water is, it's pretty well full, halfway full. I'll do that off camera as well. But we do have a lot of products going here. Looks like we have a lot of sugar again, and I don't think we have anything we can make sugar with yet. But I'm going to check. I think maybe, where is cakes? Cakes. So all we need is eggs and butter. So to do that, I'm going to have to purchase milk to start that, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to leave the sugar in there. Um, this one will start stockpiling sugar for everything. If I can find sugar, where's sugar? Sugar's in here somewhere. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Sugar. Yeah, it's already starting to stockpile sugar over here. But now we will. Alright, so he's going to finish this field up. Looks like he missed a little spot, but that's okay. For some reason, the workers don't always catch everything, but I'm just going to let him do what he does. Now, I did miss a few spots of grass here and there. Not a big deal. Not going to make that big of a difference. But we do have, like I said, today's going to be mostly planting. But we do have chickens down there. And we do have a beehive. Actually, let me go to map here and visit our house. Alright, so this is our house. We got one beehive here. It's all I could afford. And then over here by our all-in-one production, I went ahead and put down the honey spawner here, and this little building that automatically takes our honey over. Alright, so let's go back into our productions. So we do have our eggs, and as soon as honey starts producing, which should be soon, we got some eggs. They haven't distributed yet. They will distribute at the top of the hour, I believe. So at 10 o'clock, hopefully they will distribute, and that will be. Now, other thing that I want to look at here is cereal. Where is cereal? There. All right, so we have everything we need to start making cereal. So let's go ahead and activate that. Except for the honey. Honey will be coming in though. So we'll go ahead and activate that, and we'll make sure cereal is on spawning. Now we're not going to put cereal on in this one yet because this particular building doesn't have any oats. I don't believe. Yeah, no oats in it, so there's no point. No point in putting that in there. Now we may buy a load of milk next month and put in to our first production building, just to make a little bit of butter to start being able to make cakes, because we and that will only be for we won't be selling the butter. It'll only be, and we'll have to purchase the milk to do it. But we'll probably purchase one load of milk to put in there. Probably off. Well, no, we'll probably purchase it after we sell our products in the morning. So when he gets done with this grass field, we will then turn around and plant canola. Like I said, I'm going to let the workers do the work. This guy is done, so let's go ahead and back up a little bit, fold this up. Let's take this over, and we're going to dump the lime into our silo, because so I'm going to just right here, I'm going to open, and I'm going to hit I. And we'll pick up that with our trailer here in a minute. First, I'm going to go and refill this with our fertilizer. So we'll come right here. We're going to hit R. hitting R until it gets what it can get. Then we'll move. So we'll get a little bit closer. Maybe. Oh, we got fertilizer back here too. Wow. I realized I put it way back here. Let's go ahead and grab these. And then maybe we can get turned around and grab the others. So let's just go right here and hit R. Don't know where these pallets that it's filling up with are. Alright, so apparently that was all of it. Alright, let's get around here. Hit R. Back up a little more. Hit R again. Get all this back in here from when we need to fertilize again. Let's see if we can't get the rest of these. We'll just get these off the yard so they're not in the way. And then we'll hook up to our trailer, pick up our lime, and let's just try to spin around here. Grab these last two pallets. But yeah, we'll get the lime in our trailer and do it that way. So let's get that. This should be the end of our fertilizer here. Alright. But yeah, I did a lot of picking up. Unhook that. And we're going to go over here and pick up the trailer. We'll get the lime and dump it into our silo so it's not wasted. And so those pallets aren't sitting around forever in our way. So currently my plan is to start saving money for our harvester. We don't really need anything else. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of other production buildings I'd like to get, but it's not really worth it at this point. We need money. And I want to save, but we don't have a lot of other products we can make right now. The only other exception would be the donut factory. And, you know, we really just don't have enough eggs for multiple productions going on right now. Once we get a few more chicken houses, maybe we'll think about adding some more productions. But as of right now, I want to start saving money for the harvester. Now, we will have to lease the harvester, but we'll do that on a month-to-month basis, unless, you know, we're harvesting one month and having to harvest the next month, same as we did last time. But I do want to start saving money for the harvester. That way, it will be available to us to harvest our crops. And that is all the lime. So let's go dump this in to our silo, just so it's not wasted. And now, if it had been less than 1,000 liters, I'd have probably just got rid of it. But you know, this is a good bit of lime that can probably lime one field, so we'll do that. Alright, let's go ahead and park this trailer back. And looks like he's about to get done with that field over there, so let's hop over to him. Yeah, he's doing the last little strip. So we're going to have a huge grass field. This grass field is going to be big. It's going to bring in a lot of silage, a lot of hay. It's going to take a lot of time to cut. What just happened? I didn't tell you to quit. I don't know why he quit there. But we'll go ahead and finish this row out. get it switched over to canola. We'll plant canola, then we'll do the oat field and the sorghum field. Then we'll move into our next month and see where we are on money. Hopefully, we'll have a decent amount of product coming in so we can make a decent amount of money. I really need to start saving up for the harvest. All right, so let's raise that, turn it off. Let's switch over to canola. And let's go to the other end of the field over here, get started. Now this field needs to be fixed. I didn't realize I'd made it that off center, but yeah, sometimes it's hard to cut a straight line when you're doing other things, and I was trying to manage several things at a time. But I will straighten that field out at some point, probably after the first canola harvest. We'll get that taken care of. But I've already started planting now, so I don't want to do that now. So let's get this turned a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead and set this off to planting and hit the B button and the B button, and let's get it going. And we'll hit the H button, let him take over. Yes, I know I'm not doing anything, but I like the workers to do these jobs. Gives me a chance to talk about plans and things. So, canola is going to give us another production of canola oil that we will be able to sell, which will help us, in our money ventures trying to get harvesters and things. Now, I do want to, pretty soon would like to get one more piece of property and make a corn and a sunflower field, but that is not where we are yet. Because I'm gonna have to buy a header for it too. I'd rather go ahead and get the harvester. I don't want to keep leasing the harvester over and over and over. We will probably have to lease it at least a few times. Let's go ahead and look into our map here and look at growth. So growth is where we are right now. We're not going to have to harvest next month, probably not the next month either, but probably 2 months we'll have to lease the harvester. These are going to be ready in 4 months. This one I'm not sure, but this one and this one will definitely probably in 2 months be ready. So we will have to lease the harvester at least one more time, and we may end up having to keep it month to month depending on where these other fields come in, and that'll be fine. But with that big grass field, I will be able to sell some silage. And we'll be cutting silage in September, or grass in September. And what we may do is see how much silage we have left in our production building, because I believe, just getting over here, I do believe, let me just get back in this guy. In our production, building here, we have already, TMR, we already have 31,000 TMR. Sounds like a lot, but it's really just a very minimal amount. But silage, we will have more silage than we have hay. We've got about 100,000 more hay and about 300,000 more silage. And it does take more silage, but that should leave us about, 100,000 or so silage to sell if we need to. And then when we cut that grass field in September, then we're definitely going to have silage, more silage left over. Because like I said, I put one in the hay and two in the silage, and then when the hay thing gets full, we'll just put the rest of it into silage. And what I'll probably do at that point is cut silage off of distributing, so we can just pull it out of our silo to sell it. But that'll be in September. Maybe next month we'll see how much silage and hay we have, if they're both pretty equal to where they need to be, because like I said, to make the forage here, which is our TMR, we need more mineral feed. All right, we're gonna have to go buy some more mineral feed too. Um, Not a big deal about missing out on the TMR right now. I do want to get a couple more pallets because it takes 100 mineral feed for each one. Matter of fact, let's see how much mineral feed costs. Let's get in this tractor. Hit Q. All right, we'll get our trailer, and we already have a good bit of product spawned out for this month. But let's get our trailer hooked up here. Let's go into the store, and which is this? No, yes, yes. All right, let's go into pallets and look for the mineral feed again. Mineral feed. So it's $1,000 a pallet. Let's get 4. All right, that leaves us about 2,400 to finish getting our fields planted and things, which should be more than enough. All right, let's go pick up these pallets of mineral feed and go ahead and get that in. Now we do need to swap our loading type, so left shift and Z. Let's do that. No. It's Euro pallets that I want, right? Euro pallets. Maybe that one? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But we'll go ahead and get that mineral feed put in the production to keep making TMR. Once we have about 150,000 liters of TMR, I mean, we're a ways off from getting cows, but I want to go ahead and have some made. Then we'll probably, once we have 150,000 liters of TMR, we'll probably cut the silage off for a while and just do silage to sell because we're going to need that money. But for now, I could be making money off of silage. But like I said, we'll probably just let the silage go into there until it runs out of mineral feed again. And then we will cut the silage off to storing. Alright, so there goes the top of the hour. Let's go over here and see if we can pick up these bags of mineral feed. To put in our production. So let's see if this works. Yep, that's the one we need. So we'll go ahead and drop these off in our production building. So that'll make 60 rounds of TMR. So I think it's, oh no, not 60, 40. So because it's 100 per round of TMR for the mineral feed, so that will make 40 productions worth of TMR. So, and we basically, actually, let's look at that again. So we have, yep, you know what, we have enough. We're gonna go ahead and cut silage off. We have enough there, so we're gonna cut this back to storing. We'll start selling silage as we get it, because this is going to be enough to. Now the hay, we'll let that go on into the thing, but this will allow us to get some money to go toward our purchase of our harvester. So this is probably a better idea, just to cut silage off for now and just put it on storing, and then once we cut the grass again, we'll probably cut the TMR baking back on. But that's 3 months away, so we might as well make what money we can, because right now the TMR is just going to be sitting there, and like I said, we have enough in there already to make the TMR for um, what's in the production building already. So we'll just get that in there, and that should get that rolling. So to make our TMR here, it takes 500 hay, 1,000 silage, 100 mineral feed, and 400 straw. Now we have more than enough straw. Like straw is like 268,000 in there. We have 58,000 hay, 40,000 silage. So 40,000 silage plus the 44,000 mineral feed we just did will make 40 productions, which will be 48,000 more TMR, which means we'll have, around 70,000. If I'm reading that correctly. We'll just leave this hooked up to this trailer because we'll be using it in the morning. Now I am going to do, let's get out here. I'm going to move this header. Y'all would have to forgive me for super strength here, but I need to move this. It's in the way. We're going to put this over here, out of the way, just like right in this area. So when we get our harvester, it can just pick it up, and then we'll cut super strength back off. I don't have any other way to move it. So, alright. He is, looks like he's finishing up this last part of the canola field. When he gets done, we'll switch it over to oats, and we'll plant oats in the next field, and then sorghum, and then we'll move on into July. But like I said, since I went ahead and bought that land, since we had the money, I went ahead and cut the grass a little early just so I could have them both germinating at the same time for the next harvest. Alright, so he is done. Let's switch this to oats. And we're going to start on the other end of the field so he doesn't accidentally go into our sorghum field. Now I do need to check the chickens and make sure they have plenty of food. I probably won't even attempt to buy another chicken house until we harvest the sorghum again, just so I know I'm not going to run out of food. But like I said, we can always purchase wheat if we have to. Let's get that down. It's on oats. Let's go ahead and start it up. Put our worker on that. Alright. So pretty well. First, we're almost end of our first year because we started in August. We're doing pretty well. We have 7 fields now, so we have oats, barley, sorghum, wheat, soybean, canola, and then a huge grass field. And that will be good for keeping our productions going. Now, like I said, I do want to get corn and sunflowers, but we do have corn and sunflowers coming in from the greenhouses, so it's not that important. I definitely would like to get sugar beets and potatoes going, but again, that's another 500,000-ish. I don't remember how much the planter, but I know the harvester is around 500,000. Can't remember how much the potato planter is, but we will get some more things going. But first, we got to get that harvester. Now, I could change my mind and take out a loan to get the harvester, but if I do that, I'm going to make a stipulation that I can only leave myself $20,000 each month. Give or take $20,000 each month to use, and then the rest of it has to pay off loan until we get it paid off. And now we may do that because it may take a while to get that harvester. So I don't know how much money we can loan. I really didn't want to, but to progress the series along, just so we can get the harvester and not have to lease things, because that is going to be expensive to keep leasing. And I think that we can probably get by with taking out the loan. You know, let's go ahead and just look in there and see how much we can take out. So I have no idea. We can borrow 5,000 at a time. So let's just see how much we can loan. That gives us, yeah, so we can only borrow 500,000, which actually works out because our harvester, let's just go ahead and hit P menu. We're going to go here. We'll check the sales. Nothing, not really. I wouldn't mind having that T7 T Holland, but yeah. So, wow, just big tractors. All right, so we'll go in here. We're going to go to harvesters. We're going to get the Claas Lexion, wasn't it? I think that one does 1100. Yeah, 15 to 1800. This one is only 1100 or 18. It's 18,000. It's more expensive. Oh no, it's the same price. What's the difference? Work speed is 24. I'm trying to see what the difference is. 780, or it could be less. Well, we're just going to get this one. I do believe it uses, yep, the thing. All right, so we could borrow 500,000. Let's configuration is big. It's going to cost us 496,000, and that is going to be basically what we loaned. So now we have our harvester, but we are going to be broke for a while because we're going to be paying off that loan every month after we sell products and whatever we're going to do for the month. So let's go ahead and get our harvester and get it over to the house. We'll go ahead and unfold it. Just button. Go ahead and unfold. So now we have our own harvester. Didn't want to take out the loan, but I think the series is just going to stagnate if we do that, because we're going to be paying 25,000 every time we lease the harvester, plus 10,000 every time we go over an hour, plus 4,000 or 5,000 per day that we hold the harvester. Yeah, it's just a lot of money, and I'd rather just pay it back in loan, and that way we have a harvester. We are good to go. But our money totals are going to get lower, and or they're going to stay around 20,000 until we get this loan paid off, which is fine. We're going to have to pay off at least $25,000 per season or per month. Now, we might. We'll say 25,000 is the minimum we can pay each month, but we're going to try to pay 50. So it's done in 10 months. So 25,000 minimum payment, 50,000 maximum payment. So anything over that, we'll have extra money so we can start purchasing other things. But we're going to try our best to pay 50,000 each month. But we got to leave ourselves some money to operate with, otherwise we can't buy fertilizer and stuff like that, gas, and diesel, which I haven't filled up diesel. I mean, I filled up the tractor at the shop one time, and haven't had to fill anything up with diesel yet, but that will be coming soon. So we'll have to put some diesel in our tank over here so we don't have to drive back to the store to fill up. But I did, for two reasons, I went ahead and did the loan on the harvester. One, I don't want to lease it anymore. We spent about 60,000 on the harvester the first time, and if I'm going to have to pay that, I might as well just pay back the loan. it just doesn't make sense to keep doing that every time. But we do have a header for it already. So, but for two reasons, I wanted to get this out of the way. I want to park the harvester over here in this little corner, just so it's not in the way of other things while we're operating. So we did take out a loan. I wasn't going to do it, but I got to thinking about it, and paying $60,000 every year to lease the thing, I mean, we can borrow the money and pay it off in less time. So we'll just do that. We just have to pay a minimum of $25,000 each month to repay that loan. All right, now as he's getting this field done here, he's almost done, and then we got to do our sorghum field next, and then everything will be done that we can do in this month. Now I could sell some more pallets, but we're not. We're just going to do our selling at the beginning of each month. So tomorrow morning when we get up in the game, we'll be selling pallets and we'll be selling silage. Let's kind of take a look. I mean, silage is not going to be making great money, but it's money. So this time of year, you know it. So let's look at. All right, so 405 is peak, and 275 is low. Well, guess where we're at? We're basically at the low. So the all-in-one production can take it. I don't know how it buys it since it's ours. But anyway, so the ammo dealer, biogas, they're about the same. I'll probably just sell to the biogas because it's so close. Now the farmer's market sells silage, and the multi-fruit station you can buy silage. That's actually kind of that multi-fruit buying station. You can buy silage and sell it for more. We're not going to do that. That would be kind of exploity. But we're just going to sell it to the biogas plant because the amount of money we would save or make is not going to be that big of a difference, especially considering we got to drive all the way across to the store to sell it. So we'll just sell it in the biogas plant. Eventually, like I said, I do want to get one of the mini BGAs down. That will be in the future. So the current plan right now is to buy 29 and 28 for animals, and then probably 27 will go for animals as well, and then we're going to work our way down. Like 25 and 26 I really don't want to purchase, and I'll show you why here. If you look at the map, these two, half the property is in this starting farm area, and there's buildings there that when you sell them you lose money. There's a bunch of trees in the way, and it's hard to get in and out of, especially with certain equipment. So I don't want that to be part of it. So we're just going to kind of probably skip around those. So 28, 29, 27, 27, 28, and 29 all have a decent amount of space up here where we can put animals. And then if we decide to buy 26 and 25, it's going to be for production buildings to put in these areas along the road. I'm not going to be planting fields in these two areas. Maybe 25 when we get to 24 if we get that far. But we're basically going to start purchasing things going up. But these will be the ones we buy for. I may end up buying 15, like I said. If we start getting money to where we can put down more productions, I may buy 15 here to put productions along that road. But I don't know, I may decide to do it elsewhere too. I mean, I never know what I'm going to do till I do it. So, alright, so he's done with that. Let's go ahead and get this switched over to sorghum. And we'll get this last field planted. Move on, we'll sell our silage, sell our products. That'll be the video. And like I said, we'll look and see what August is going to bring, kind of look ahead. But now that we've bought the harvester, we got this loan. We're not going to be having a lot of money, so we're just going to have to save money to purchase whatever it is we want to purchase, and that's okay. I didn't really want to do it, but like I said, we're going to have it paid off pretty quick. So let's go ahead and get him started. And he may miss a little bit up here, but that's fine. It's not going to make that big of a difference when it comes time to harvest. A little spot he may miss. But yeah, he's going to miss a little bit, I think. Yeah. Just a little bit, a little edge. But we will definitely be better off, I think, purchasing the harvester, even though we had to loan the money to do it, because $50,000 a month is not that much when you're considering productions that we have. So not a whole lot compared to, and I think paying $50,000 a month is pretty fair on paying back the loan, since we didn't really want to do that. Sorry, I'm going to take a sip of my Mountain Dew here. But paying back $50,000 a month to get that loan paid off is better than having to excuse me, is better than having to lease that same machine for 50 to 60,000 over the next few months, as we're having to harvest. So, but that will be the only loan we take out. We won't loan for anything else, because once we get that loan harvester paid off, we should be rolling in pretty good production money. Like I said, we may end up buying another property, put in corn and canola, or corn and sunflowers, just so we can have all the types of crops except for sugarcane, sugar beets, and potatoes. And like I said, I am not going to be planting those until I can basically have enough money to buy the harvester, because I will not be loaning enough money for that, because those products are going to require other production buildings anyway. Well, the sugar beets we can use in what we have to keep making sugar. But if push comes to shove and we need more sugar, I can always buy sugar cane and put it in the all-in-one factory, because it does process sugar cane into sugar. And this building here only does sugar beets and cut sugar beets, which I'm not going to purchase, because we're already getting sugar beets from our greenhouses. So not necessary to have those fields right now. But I do want to get corn and sunflowers in, because there are some other productions that we might be able to do with those. Just have to see. I don't know what productions we're going to have. But we'll look at it and see when it gets to that point. But as far as the series is going, I think we're moving at a pretty good pace. We're almost at the end of our first year. We've got 4 pieces of property. Now, I did go ahead, just because of the way that chicken house thing was, I did go ahead and cheat the money in to buy number 30. But the only thing that I did with it was put that little, and I'm not going to do anything else with it until we can actually purchase it, and I'll just subtract the 85,000 out when we start trying to use that land. Or 57, it was 57,000, I think, to purchase that land. But I did that because I couldn't put our little egg collector thing down that I wanted. Speaking of which, let's see if our production building got some eggs in. So, eggs, where you at? Eggs, it did. It's got some eggs. Did it get any honey? Didn't get any honey. Let's check our honey production and see if there's actually no honey has spawned yet. Okay. Well, let's head over to the house and to our production here. So, alright, no honey has spawned. Now, I don't know that the honey may not spawn until the end of the day, and I don't know if this thing is placed properly or not, so we may have to fix it when honey starts spawning. Bees should be producing honey, though. Let's double check that. Let's go into the production menu, construction, animals, bees. Alright, so it says beehives produce honey. It will be placed at a centralized location, which has to be bought and placed separately. If you place beehives near fields, certain crops will also have a slightly increased yield. Well, we're not using bees for that. We're just using bees for honey. And of course, we don't have enough money to build another one. But so hopefully pretty soon they will start producing honey. Now, I don't remember what time I bought the beehive. It may have been, before that hour, but, I don't know how it works with the bees. Hopefully, though, it'll start getting some honey production in there to make our cereal. Because we have everything else we need in there to make cereal. And like I said, I may purchase some milk if we have enough money left over after we buy or pay our loan payment off from selling our products, which I think we will, because we're going to be selling silage and our products. So, we should be able to pay off that $50,000 loan and then buy a couple of loads of milk to put in our production building to make butter. And the butter we will not be selling. It will only be used to make other products. So the butter will be used to make cakes, which will in turn get us a little bit more money in. But like I said, we'll see. It's the thing will only hold 10,000 liters of milk, the building, so we'll probably just buy one trailer load, which is 7,500 liters, and see if we can't just get that production rolling a little bit. Now, olive oil, I have not found something I like for olives besides that one greenhouse, and I really don't want any more grapes. We have enough grapes coming in to keep up with our production. Maybe in the future, if we have something that needs lots of grapes or something like that, we might think about bringing in that giant greenhouse that produces like 150,000 liters a day or something like that. It's crazy. It's a lot. It'll basically run through the whole entire inventory that you put in it in one day. But I don't really want to use that greenhouse, so I may still keep looking for some kind of olive production that makes olives, basically. Even if it's a greenhouse and it... Hold on just a minute. Sorry, I got a phone call. I thought my phone was on silent. I do apologize for that. Thought I had my phone on silent, but I did rectify that situation. It is on silent now. So, alright, he's done here planting this field. So let's go ahead and get ready to go to the next month. Let's go ahead and fold this up. And so this will be the end of our video once we sell these products. Like I said, when we go into July, we'll check to see if anything is going to be ready for harvest in August to kind of have a plan. But I won't be doing anything off camera because, we have nothing to do. Let's go ahead and park this right here. We got our other tractor ready with the trailer to pick up products. We will go ahead and hook this one up to this trailer to haul silage, and we'll move him into position as well. We'll use one to do one thing, one to do the other. Now this tractor is getting to the point to where it's gonna need repaired soon, but that's okay. So we're just gonna pull this guy in here so he can grab silage. Alright, so get out of our harvester. Tab over to the harvester so we can get to the house quicker. Alright, so let's go sleep and we'll sell our stuff and that'll be the end of the video. But so far we have a plan of attack, so to speak. We are going to be, we're going to have loan interest every night too. So it's not like we're just paying the $50,000. We're going to be paying interest on that too. But we're going to do our best to get that loan paid off as quickly as possible. And like I said, as long as we pay off $50,000, so our loan payment is our loan interest is $1,666 each day. All right, let's jump over here to this. We'll go ahead and get our products sold. Let me hit that. Get him over this way. All right, so honey did spawn on this side, so I'm going to try we gotta switch this back, so it was Z, yeah, and we want the one that says 32. This one now, R. There we go. Alright, now we're picking up pallets. So wait a second, see if anything else is going to come out. Doesn't look like it. And we know this building's going to have a lot because it just produces a lot, but none of them sell for as much. We'll have a few pallets coming off of here that are pretty good, but for the most part, these sell for a lot less. But, here we are. We're going to, like I said, the first thing we're going to do is sell everything, and we're going to pay off our loan, our loan installment that I'm forcing on ourselves, just so it's not easy. But I mean, that was 38 grand there. So as you can see, we already have almost enough to pay our 50,000 that we wanted to pay, or that I wanted to pay. I guess some of y'all may be saying, "Man, it's crazy paying that much." It's just, I didn't want to take out a loan, but I didn't want to spend another $120,000, $200,000 leasing the harvester when I could just borrow the money and pay it back. It didn't make sense to not do the loan, even though I originally didn't want to. It didn't make sense not to, because we literally spent over $60,000 while we had that harvester. And I just don't see the point of doing that anymore. So, we're already at 68,000. So we can already pay our loan installment. And it should leave us to be able to get a little bit of milk in our production. Now, what I'm going to do here, real quick, we're going to go to P, and we're going to construction. And this may not work. Let's go over here. Alright, so we're going to try to sell this and put it down on the other side. I wasn't sure how the honey thing worked. I always mess it up. I don't know why, but I do. So we're going to go to bees. We'll get our little building here, and we're going to try to put it on this side instead of the other one and see if it will work where this production building is. It will not, but we might be able to do it. Yeah, we'll be able to do it this way, which will be fine because we should never have more. Alright, so we lost a little bit of money. I'm not worried about that. So let's go ahead and go back to our production, and let's go to honey, and we're going to activate that, and we're going to set this to distributing. Alright, now let's go ahead and move this. So F11 toggle. So, and it'll put it in our building. Now it will distribute where it's got to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of our products picked up and sold. Let's get our silage sold and then make a loan payment, and then, like I said, we'll think about buying some. Well, I think we already have enough to buy milk, so we'll go ahead and buy a load of milk to put into here to make butter, and it will also be making strawberry ice cream, but we will get some butter. So let's go ahead, and this is not the right one. We need butter in this one. So let's go ahead and activate that. Let's make sure butter is on distributing. Butter is on distributing. So alright, that's all our pallets. So we'll go ahead and get that milk now, and then we'll start selling our silage because we have enough to pay our loan payment already. So I'm happy with, having to spend $50,000. We'll still have some money left over. So we'll go get the water trailer with this, and then off camera, before we bring back in the next episode, I will fill up our productions with water. Looks like the seed and the fertilizer and all that stuff is gonna last us for quite a while. We're just gonna have to keep putting water in it, and that is okay by me. We won't have to put any in there for quite a while. So let's get this. Actually, we'll go ahead and go over here to this building and put this water in there, since I filled it up already, because it needs the water. Let's just drive through here, dump the water, and then we'll grab the milk, and we're going to go ahead and get to 2 loads of milk. Got to get over the trigger. We'll go ahead and get 2 loads of milk, and we'll just dump the other milk into our all-in-one production, because eventually we will use that one to do chocolate and things like that. But let's go over here. We'll get 2 loads of milk, fill up that production building with milk, and then we'll put the rest of it in the all-in-one. So since we have enough money, because I mean silage is gonna cover what we spend here. So I do want to go ahead and start making cakes though, and we gotta have butter to do that. So let's go ahead and dump this and go into our production, and we're gonna turn cakes on, because I'm pretty sure that's all we were missing. Cakes, yeah, cakes is activated now, so we're just needing butter. We do have butter a little bit, because we already still had a little bit of milk in here. It should be full now. Okay, so yeah, alright, we still got a little bit, so we only needed to purchase one. So let's just do that and drop that in here. Now I'm not going to turn this building on for making butter and things yet, because we don't really need it. So now we're going to be selling silage, and it looks like, we're not going to be hurting paying back that loan. We may even pay back more than $50,000 some months. Get rid of that. Actually, you know what? I'll leave it here, because I need to fill up everything with water. Let's get in our other tractor. Let's fill this up with silage. So it basically went through all of our grass, 200 something thousand there. And I think, since we saw how much we made, I'm just going to go ahead and turn this back to distributing, because we're going to make a good bit of money off of silage. If it comes down to where I need silage again, I'll just do the same thing, cut it off and let it generate for a day and sell it. But I think, by the time, we're going to be over $100,000, probably, most likely over $100,000 after selling the silage. So we're in good shape. We are not hurting at all. The productions are really helping us out, and now that we're making the cakes and things like that, like I said, I did purchase this land. I do not own the BGA. I haven't done anything with the trees. I mean, that's a lot of trees I could cut down to put in our furniture factory, or all-in-one production to make furniture, but I'm not going to do that until I can subtract the $85,000, which I will show y'all so y'all know I've done it. But we'll figure that out later on. The only reason, like I said, I purchased this was, and I just cheated in just enough money, however much it cost. It was 57 something. I don't remember the exact amount. 57 something that we had to bring in to buy that piece of property, and it was just for that one little square right there. That's it. I had to have it. Now, in the future, I am going to buy 29. Next, that will be the next property I buy, because 29 is going to be where we put most of our animals, and so that problem won't be a problem anymore once we get 29, because all of those things will be behind our animal pens. I do want to get a couple more production buildings in. Like I said, the donut factory is going to be one. Matter of fact, since we're making this money, let's go ahead right now. Let's go to our finances while I'm thinking about it, and let's pay back 50,000. So we have 73. We need to be at 53. So 23. So we'll sell down to 23,000, and that takes care of our $50,000 payment of our loan. Whatever money we get off of this silage, actually, we may just keep the silage for a little bit until we need money for something. We haven't looked at our, let's look at our sales. Alright, so this tractor's still there. We don't need another tractor. Now that is a good deal, and I wish I had the money to purchase that. That is the harvester I want to get for potatoes and sugar beets. I wish I could buy it. $323,000 is half price. So that harvester is normally $60,000. If you go into sugarcane technology, no, vegetable technology, I guess, or yeah, no. What does this thing do? Okay, that's carrots and stuff. Potato. Okay, yeah. This is the no, this one. Yeah, so it's normally $599,000, and this is the one that harvests all those different things, and that's the one I want. This one just does potatoes. It's just faster. But this is the harvester I want. I believe. Let me back up. Let me go back into here. Where's Beat? Oh, it's under Beat Technology. I'm sorry. That's not the one I want. This is the one I want. But it is, $471,000. That's the one I want to get for harvesting potatoes and such. So that multi-fruit thing is good, but it only has a $22,000 liter hopper, which means, yeah, we're not going to get very far. But we are going to go ahead and sell our silage since I cut it back on. But I hope that y'all have enjoyed the video. I hope y'all enjoy this series. Like I said, again, my name is Yurok. I'm going to go ahead and finish selling the silage. This video has already been over an hour, so we're going to go ahead and stop it and move on. But I do appreciate y'all being here with me today. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And for all yous out there who have been supporting me, I appreciate it. You are very much appreciated. You rock. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.